Hello everybody, and welcome to Battlefleet Gothic Armada. The beta is there, and a work in progress as the game is quick to remind you. Yes, this is Battlefleet Gothic Armada, the beta. I've been really looking forward to this game for a while, and now it's out, I thought I'd do just a quick introduction video for anyone that's interested in my channel and wants to actually have a look at it. I meant to do it when the game first came out a couple of days ago, but I kind of got distracted playing it and ended up playing about 4 hours of this thing. So this is not a fresh experience by any means. But yeah, this is Battlefleet Gothic Armada. It's still in the beta at the moment, so there's a few things like custom games are still locked. Loading your campaign is locked. I didn't realize that until I played through that current campaign about 3 hours and then quit out. But the multiplayer works very well, and the skirmishing works very well, so I'd highly recommend it. So, I reckon I'll jump in and show you a quick skirmish, and then I might just show you the first bit of the campaign, and we'll go through the gameplay and a few little bits and pieces like that, and I'll talk to you about my ideas and stuff and what I think of the game, and I'll call that a video, because I am incredibly lazy. I am loving Battlefleet so far. Alright, as you can see, I kind of got my ass kicked a little while ago when I decided that going in with just the cruiser was the smartest thing to do. But, hindsight's a 2020 thing. And if anyone's noticing why I'm playing as Chaos instead of the beloved Imperial fleet, for some reason I've been playing as both. I actually find the Chaos a lot more, versatile, I suppose. The Imperial Navy ships are kind of sort of bland, in my opinion. I've have difficulty, getting into them, but the Chaos ships I'm having a lot of fun with customizing and doing all the skills and stuff. So yeah, selected my Admiral, Alexis Corvo. Now this screen confused me for the first time I played it. I didn't really get it, but this is what, on the left here, is what you actually have. Your, all of your ships. Escort ships you can use as many times as you want. Your cruisers can be damaged and destroyed and will need to rebuild them. And then you select, in this scene here, so this one's got macro cannons and ordnance launch bays. I really should have picked the ones with, I should have actually not used Hellbringers and actually selected different ones, but no matter. So we've got, see, this is the fleet you'll currently be taking with you. So you have 300 points and you can use any number of ships. I normally just take one light cruiser and stock up on Idolator Raiders, because I've been finding that these ships are very useful. So we'll be playing Convoy. Currently you can't actually change, as this is just quick play, you can't actually change what the stats are. Well, if you can, I haven't actually figured it out. So the maps are the maps and the game modes kind of just cycle out, but it's good because it gives me an opportunity to actually experience all of them. And certain game modes don't actually come into play until you unlock them, which is also an interesting little thing. Destroy the transport ships. Oh, bloody Imperial Navy. We'll take them down. Before I do anything though, just apologies audience. I'm not going to cut this out because I'm lazy. Audio, just going to drop the audio slightly, because I have a feeling it'll come up on the record. Well, since I'm here, I'll actually talk about the options menus. You've got the standard video. I keep it on 1280 by 720 because I'm lazy. General effects, different full screens. These aren't unlocked yet. I'm not sure if that's because my PC doesn't run them or because that's just part of the beta. Audio, standard menu again. Gamma, standard sort of thing. And controls, very in-depth controls, which honestly, I can't even decipher all of them. I imagine there's already people out there that know, and they're absolutely insane with it. Which I say good on you. Alright, we need to destroy their transport ships. Now this is the standard sort of layout. Gas clouds you can hide your ships in, you know, cover asteroid belts you can actually damage your ship in. There'd be minefields, and there isn't actually too much in terms of scenery, but what do you expect? It's space, so you know, can't expect too much. Alright, I like deploying my raiders in kind of a mob. I'll deploy 3 there and 1 with my ship. And ready? Alright. Now we have transport ships, and they're all being protected by cruisers as well. Alright, so there doesn't really need to be a idea of stealth here, because it doesn't really seem necessary. But there's a lot of different things you can use. Running silent, that's a good one, using for stealth. You've got all... Pause the game for a second. All the ships have all different abilities. Lightning strikes for teleportation attacks, boarding actions, reloading for your guns, lock-on, targeting systems, brace for impact, good for ramming. Emergency repair, I'm a very familiar repeat customer to that one. Emergency capacitor, that's one of the optional upgrades you can get for upgrading your ship. I don't think you can actually upgrade your escorts, which is a pity, because I absolutely love my Idolator Raiders. I find their forward lances and macro cannons really good to actually use. But, you know, I suppose it kind of fits in with the theme of how escort ships are kind of not really that important. The most important thing is your actual cruisers and battleships. So, no, that's good. Your controls are actually really nice and decent. You've got, you know, this is your fuel meter, which allows you to, you know, you can burn retros to quickly reverse. You can high energy turn. I'm very, you know, with using bright lances and forward lances, I'm a very familiar repeat customer to that one. All ahead full. That's very good, just sort of boosting around the place. You know, nothing too complicated there. I highly recommend, if you're a new player and you're only familiar with like Dawn of War and you're a 40k fan and you want to pick this up, go through the campaign's tutorial first. I immediately jumped into an online match when I first played this, the first thing I did, and I got my ass handed to me because I didn't understand what any of these buttons did. So it's a simple but complicated game. So you really actually need to sort of get your head around it before you attempt it. So we're going to go straight in and go full ahead attack. Oh, okay. Well, our only goal is to destroy those, so right, we're going to targeting and have them gang up on this. Wow, I'm already getting my ass handed to me. Alright, we're gonna... I'm gonna get this ship to target here, and this ship to target here. Heavy macro cannons and ordnance launch bays. Chaos bomber squadron. Oh. High energy turn. See right there? Then that allows me to get right into the fight. And then energy thrusters. Move in. See, it really encourages sort of that style gameplay, which I really like. So we'll get our bombers to hit the... no, we're going to target the... Oh, yeah. I found a weird little feature. Just when you click on an enemy ship, you can target, you know, what priority the ship is, and in terms of, you know, just dealing with it. But for cruisers and anything bigger, you can target what specific part of the ship you need to damage. So I found that quite interesting. These transport ships are getting through. Blast them. As you can see, I'm not actually that great at this game, but, you know, oh well. Wait, that's my ship. Target this, idiot. See, I've already lost a raider. Because I find with the raiders and the frigates, unless you keep them grouped together, you're not going to do too good a job with it. Right. Where's the second? Oh yeah, you can see.
Enemy transport annihilated.
Damn it! And because I had one of my ships in the blast range, it exploded when the enemy ship did. So it's kind of a. That's kind of a thing. Where's the second transport ship? Ah. Destroy the transport ship. Cruiser, take it down. So you got enemy got another light cruiser here.
For the dark gods.
Oh, dark gods indeed. Burn thrusters. You can't let them warp jump away. All ahead full. See, if you don't have enough fuel, or your ship is under quite a bit of damage in their engines, then you won't be able to. You won't be able to make high energy maneuvers, which is pretty good. Target. Why can't I target? There we go.
Cruising speed set.
Right. If I can just destroy it, then it'll be fine. I don't need to worry too much about these cruisers and frigates and stuff. Although, I think emergency repairs is a good idea to throw onto this.
Let the galaxy burn.
Hit it before its void shields recharge, guys.
Locking weapons.
All energy full. See, it doesn't look too good at the moment, and that's because I'm bad at this game and the fleet's far better. But all I need to do is destroy this.
Ready eternally.
Destroy these frigates. Why are you jumping away?
Your orders.
Destroy it. Destroy it. You idiot ships. Its shields are back. What the hell is my crew doing? See, you've got to be on top of the things in this game, or else it can very swiftly go wrong, like I just explained there.
Just show us something to kill.
Fire. All ahead. Full fire.
One of the enemy transports has escaped.
See, one of the enemy ships has escaped. So, there's only one left. So it doesn't look like I'm going to win this. It looks like I've quite clearly lost because of my two frigates' incompetence. So, if that's the case, you don't want to lose your ship. Okay, what I was going to say is you don't want to lose your ship so you can execute an emergency warp jump in the middle of gameplay so you don't actually lose that ship. And you can use it for next round. Which the game didn't really give to me. Which I'm slightly peeved about. But yeah, that was just a quick advantage of a quick game. As I already stated, I'm pretty shit at this. 4 minutes. Renown, you fuck off. Yes, I know I earn no renowned. There, bollocks. I really need to get some of my decent upgraded ships back before attempting missions like that. Come on, game. Come on. This game was having a fit about me using fraps earlier, so I'm hoping it'll not glitch in any way. Alright, we'll jump back to the main menu. Beta, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And easy, because this is just an intro video. And we'll go quickly through the campaign. And I'll let you guys see into that. So yeah, I'm really actually excited for this game. The faction I'm really excited
for. For 10,000 years, the
Sorry, I have to skip that.
Battlefleet Command has lost contact with orbital station Aleph in the Naxos system.
Alright, Captain Spire. So I'm really actually excited about the Eldar fleet, because I'll be honest, I really love Lancers and high energy turns and, you know, small numbers of fast moving ships. And I reckon an Eldar playstyle would be great for that. It would be really cool. I'd also like to see some more fleets in the future, like the Tau fleet, maybe Oh yeah, this is the tutorial, by the way. I'd recommend everybody going through it, as I stated, before you actually play it. But yeah, I've already gone through this once. So yeah. Just sort of briefly setting you up on how to, you know, different camera angles. You know, it's a tutorial. If you don't know what a tutorial is, then, you know, I'd recommend well, playing a tutorial about a tutorial, I suppose.
Directly ahead, Captain. We must
Bloody minefields. I've lost a frigate or two to those
Visible
bloody
power to the
things.
plasma thrusters. We're going to execute a high energy turn.
Resuming normal functions.
I love high energy turns.
Orders.
But as I was saying, in the future I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, the Eldar and the Orc fleets being unlocked. Space Marine fleet, if I'm lucky I'll be able to actually get good at that and actually finally be able to maybe have a... I don't actually think there'll be much customization, which is something I'll get to in a bit, but maybe have a Marines errant or a Lamenter's fleet or something like that would be very cool. So, it'd be interesting. Very much sort of intrigued by that. And there's so many different fleets you could do. You could do the Tower fleet, the Tyranid Hive fleets,
Engines hot.
Necrons. I'm not sure about, because as I know, the Necrons were fucking overpowered as shit in the board game. Well, in the tabletop game, I should say. Use the correct lingo. And I don't know about sort of adding them into something like this. But it's early days. So I really want them just to nail the factions they've got already, and then maybe within a year, like after a year or so, just open up new ones. And you could also open up different campaigns as well, because this is about the, well, Battlefleet Gothic and the 12th Black Crusade. But you could do a lot of different things with it.
Engines to maximum.
As I say, you could have the Imperial fleet take on the Tyranid Hive fleet, and like in the Ultramar system. So many different little bits and pieces you could do with it. And I'd like to actually see a few really big ships. Like, I'd love to see this battle at the station actually firing out, and, you know, legendary unit like the Phalanx or something, but that's just my overactive imagination. I'm not actually a game designer, and I don't claim to be, so I can't really tell people how to do their job. Board the ship. Oh, I love the boarding pods firing off. I imagine a Space Marine, when you get the Space Marine fleet, will be unlocked. I'm just imagining Thunderhawks and, you know, ramming ships just flying out from a battle barge into the side of the ship. That'd be awesome. Ooh. Bloody Commissar with his blamming. Bloody traitors. Wipe them out, not Marines, Guardsmen.
A defense platform on the station has activated and is targeting our vessel.
Master Gunner.
Broadside macro cannons ready to fire on your order.
Fire. What does actually the Light Cruiser Dauntless actually possess? Heavy Prow Lance. Well.
Acquiring new vector.
Oh, I love the... there's nothing more satisfying than a lance shot, in my opinion. It does a lot of good damage to armor, not so much to shields. But I consider that actually a good thing. Also, I should probably not worry about doing too many high energy turns, and actually worry about my shields being low. Can't believe you almost missed that shot, Light Cruiser.
Target destroyed, Captain. We blew it to pieces.
No shit, Sherlock.
Sir, I'm picking up some strange signals in the nearby gas cloud.
Oh, bollocks.
Course plotted.
Yeah, I happen to... I know it. I remember what it is.
Understood.
This is a tutorial, so they're just like two shitty little frigates. We'll get the Lancers out, and we'll take these guys down.
Signals. They're iconoclast destroyers.
Chaos ships. This sector is a long way from the Eye of Terror. What could they be after here?
Whatever their reasons, Captain, these heretics must be destroyed at once.
Captain,
I admire
these
your
ships have
enthusiasm,
can help
Commissar.
guide you in making tactical decisions in battle.
See, look at what the Lance did. Space.
Activating tactical cogitators.
See, the tactical cogitators is basically sort of the, like the XCOM pause button or the FTL, well, FTL pause button. Just allows you to actually spend some time thinking and actually see what your next move should be.
Additional power to the targeting cogitators to increase our weaponry's accuracy.
Lock on target.
Alright. This game actually reminds me a bit of... Did anyone actually play Nexus the Jupiter Incident? It was another old-style space combat game, very reminiscent to this. But I somehow remember it having more of a 3D idea about it, where the ships like can hover above and below each other. Maybe it's just my memory of that, of the final mission, but I seem to remember it having something like that. Although Nexus the Jupiter Incident was bloody psychotic. You had guns that could only target enemy guns, you had, you know, torpedoes that could only target enemy engines. It was just insane, the amount of micromanaging tomfoolery you had going on.
Captain, the auger arrays are reporting more enemy signals.
Oh, hello.
Chaos fleet. There's no way we could survive fighting them head on. Contact the high command.
Battleships. I'm just imagining, you know, 10,000 years ago, these ships being used to conquer and go forward and through the Imperium. But now, look at them. Bits of iron and metal bolted onto them, and them being in the hands of traitorous curs.
But the Chaos fleet has us boxed in. Sir, we don't have any other options.
Warp jump. Warp jump. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure that's... It's a battleship despoiler class. Get the fuck out of here. Shields are gone. And the other thing I love about this game is the warp animation is actually the warp animation. It's not like in the Space Marine movie where it's, you know, sort of there. It's actually, it opens a warp gate, the ship gets sucked in, it's actually a proper warp jump. All of these little details to the canon really add a lot to this game, and as someone who loves, you know, the 40k setting and loves the canon, it's really good in that way. Alright, continue onwards. Do the next mission, because the next mission will just introduce a few new mechanics that are in the thing, and I will call that a part. Just going to skip that because you can't change the audio volume and it will fuck with my record. But basically, it's, you get back, everyone, basically all the Space Marine, yeah, it's actually, just look up the cutscene for gosh sake. I'm not going to really spoil it, but it's pretty cool, and it kind of fulfills the mindset of the Imperium, how the Inquisition immediately mistrust you when you give that information to them, and spend a while torturing you to test your faith. Bloody douchebags.
You prepare your fleet for the next mission.
Thank you, Admiral.
Of every fleet is the flagship. You must select one of your vessels as the flagship for each assignment.
Thank you.
Choose your Dauntless Light Cruiser as the flagship for this first operation.
Will do.
You have another captain assigned to your command.
Good
This
work.
captain commands a Dauntless Light Cruiser and will assist you for the duration of the mission.
Thank you.
Add his ship to your fleet. Smaller ships of the escort class can provide fire support or scout for the enemy. The Firestorm frigates are a good choice for this assignment.
Firestorm, double macro cannon and light
Once
prow
your fleet
lance.
is prepared
That's
to
actually not
engage the
bad.
enemy, you should set course for the target system at once.
Go. Alright. So yeah. I like how, unlike a few games I can mention, it actually sort of introduces you into the, you know, it doesn't actually immediately throw you into a heavy mission. It actually gives you, you know, time to actually look at it and, you know, actually, the tutorial is actually really good, I should say. Alright. Although, I must admit, it's really, I'm looking forward to the custom battle being unlocked, because I want to do a few custom battles, you know. I want to have like a battle barge versus an orc, you know, an orc rock and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that the custom battles will be fully customizable and separate from skirmishes, the skirmish interface and the online interface, if you get what I mean. So you can actually, in the custom battle, I'd really like it so you can actually have, you know, 10 battle barges versus, you know, 10 chaos battleships. as opposed to sort of sticking with whatever things you have unlocked at the time.
Good understanding of each ship's weapons is the best way to know which engagement mode to use. The macro cannons on our ships are most effective when fired at short range.
Thank you,
We've
game.
destroyed the fleet. It is time to root out these rebellious traitors.
Thank you, Admiral.
All ships, coordinate your
So yeah, I'm
movements.
really looking forward to seeing this game in the full. It really should be good.
We will set
Because I always
course
wanted
for
to complete
dust.
Battlefleet Gothic, but when I was actually... It was like discontinued by the time I got into it.
Once our ships
And it was
enter
always
the
my
gas
dream to
cloud,
collect the
it
Lamenter's
should
fleet,
mask our
which,
future missions.
for anyone interested, the Lamenter's fleet consisted of 1 Star Fortress, the Mater Lycranum, 2 Battle Barges, the Daughter of Tempests and the Sister of Storms, 7 Strike Cruisers, 4 Vanguard Cruisers, 22 Escort Vessels made up of Gladiuses and swords and, you know, the smaller Space Marine ships, plus 1 Mechanicum Forge ship, 2 ammunition resupply ships, and that was it, yeah. And that's the entirety of the Lamenter's fleet. Which is pretty impressive by Space Marine standards, you must admit. Having like 2 battle barges plus a Star Fortress is a pretty good thing. But anyway, enough of Lamenter facts. We're going to play through this mission. I've never actually been able to figure out the control. So you select it.
The gas cloud
Control
conceals our
1.
fleet, sir. We're invisible to
1.
the enemy ships.
Control 1?
The trap is set.
Now
Now
I don't know about that. It seems weird.
Sir, I've detected an enemy vessel. Shall I engage?
Wait until you have identified your target, Captain.
I have a probe ready to launch, Admiral.
I forgot about
That ought to tell us
probes.
what we're looking at.
See, the level of like management and stuff you can get into if you're really into it is insane, and far beyond what I'm honestly capable
The probe
of.
will identify any nearby signals.
Personally, as long as I have some lancers, some macro cannons, a decent void shield, and some armor, I'm happy. But I suppose if I actually ever end up playing proper online games, I'll end up getting my ass kicked to me.
All readings are confirmed. That ship belongs to the traitorous rebels.
Now that we have identified
Oh, it does. It's
our
a
weapons cogitators can automatically
it's a Dominator
target
Cruiser
the enemy.
Nova Cannon
All ships,
Holy
attack the
shit.
enemy vessel.
and macro batteries. I'm quite surprised. So it's a Dominator Cruiser. Oh, it's a full cruiser, while mine are only light cruiser. Interesting. Okay, it has more hull points and more void shields, but I outnumber it in terms of
Ship
weapons
ready.
and stuff. Although I'm quite surprised. This ship has 2 hull points and a pretty crappy void shield. I would have thought Imperial ships would have been slightly more efficient than their Chaos counterparts.
Your orders?
And
For
fire!
the Emperor!
Admiral Spire, did Ravensburg send you to bring us to heel? There are other powers in the galaxy.
No, they are not.
besides the Empire.
They're all traitorous dogs.
They can reward you for your skill and your devotion.
Skill, I will agree with. I will kind of agree with, because, let's be honest, you know, Korn only really cares about skill. Nurgle, not really. Zench, if you're a good planner, and you could, if you were like the type of person that would look into this gas cloud and think enemy ships will be in there, and predict it, then Zench would be happy with you. And Slanef, as long as you have an open orifice of any kind, he'll be he, she, it will be happy at you. Personally, fuck the Chaos Gods, all of them. Follow the Emperor, and if you really don't want to follow the Emperor, go be an Eldar. That's my idea for this setting.
Enemy vessel!
I mean, who are you really going to sign up with? But anyway, this was supposed to be a This Is video, not me ranting and raving again and again. I want you to go over here. I want this one to attack here. I need this one to pull back a bit and then fire in.
Yes, Admiral.
I want the Firestorm to keep hitting with the Lancers. I want high energy turn.
Execute high
That one.
energy turn.
Ooh.
Cruising speed set.
I'm gonna get this one off the flank a bit, because I don't want my ships hitting each other.
Cruising speed.
Oh, look at the beautiful
This
lances.
is a battle we cannot win.
That's a scripted event, by the way. It's not because I'm shit.
Admiral, he is activating his warp engines and preparing to disengage from the battlefield.
Coward.
This cowardice cannot be tolerated. Admiral, we must put an end to this pitiful display and make an example of this craven fool.
I thought you were just going to say blam.
Punishment for
This is
disobedience
Lieutenant
is
Kraft.
death.
Executed the captain and taken back control of the ship.
Good work.
Done, Kraft. You've been promoted to captain. Follow my orders and we'll get through this.
As you command.
For some reason, I just keep thinking of the text-to-speech heresy scene. It makes me chuckle. Yeah. I'm really interested to
Your orders.
there's nothing really more I can talk about the game, because I'm sure there's a far more better people to talk about, you know, technicals and, you know, frame rates and crap like that I honestly couldn't give a shit about with. But I'm really, as someone who loves 40k and someone who always wanted to play Battlefleet Gothic and someone who played Jix Nexus the Jupiter incident back in the day, this is a really fun game. And if you're a fan of 40k or a fan of space combat games, I highly recommend picking it up. So with that being said, we'll finish this battle, and I'll talk about a little bit about fluff and things like that for a while, and that'll be the end of it.
Cruising speed set.
Alright, well, I'm guessing some people have already disconnected now, so getting back into it, I want to do a bit of research and really get into the spirit of this game, because I've never been interested in the Imperial Navy, I'll be honest. I've always loved Space Marine fleets, because I like Space Marines, but never actually, you know, I couldn't actually tell, you know, the difference between a Dauntless light cruiser and a, you know, Dauntless Mark II light cruiser and things like that.
The enemy ship has activated its warp engines and is attempting to disengage.
I have a strike team of Navy armsmen ready to sabotage the enemy's warp engines. We must act quickly and use the ship's teleportarium to launch the attack.
Oh, I forgot it's a plot thing. But yeah, I'd love to see what the...
Your faith in the Emperor is as false as your courage.
Silence this heresy. Fire all weapons.
Engaging.
What was I
Ship
thinking?
ready.
Oh yeah, I'm really interested to actually have a look at like the Imperial fleet and stuff, and I'd love to know what the Tau fleet is like and the Dark Eldar fleets.
We should
I
keep
imagine
our
like
distance
some
from the
point
enemy
they'll have
ship, sir.
more
It will serve
factions
our
as
explorer.
DLC.
Awaiting
But in the
orders.
meantime, I'm quite interested. Oh bollocks! I lost one of the ships because I was dumb and kept it too close to the fighting.
Imperial Navy.
Oh well.
Set course to leave the system. I must report our victory to Lord Admiral Ravensburg.
Thank you. Yeah. So yes, this has been Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I hope you tolerated this video. And if you did, I'm going to let you know I'm actually going to do some more gameplay and videos in this game. Mostly they're going to be, you know, quick matches, or maybe when the campaign's fully unlocked I might do a full playthrough as the campaign. I'll play it by ear. But this is not the last you've seen of this game on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I shall see you all again next time.